G'day and welcome back to another Dbz Dokkan battle video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the Extreme Z battle event for the Int Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegeta, but it's recently been updated with a couple more units that can Dokkan Awaken from it. So we're going to be taking a look at that and basically how you can beat it and the units that Dokkan Awaken from it. So it's pretty interesting, I would say. Obviously, I think whenever they reopen these up to kind of the sub-banner units, it's obviously always, I would say pretty good. It's always nice to expand some of the units and just to get some mass EZAs, even if it's not necessarily tied to stones. But if you haven't done this event, this is the passion of the warrior race. And it was originally for the Int Super Saiyan Blue, Super Saiyan Vegeta, who got a pretty good EZA at the time. He was pretty good, I would say. Then the rest of the units, obviously, that have now recently awakened are the AGL, the Strength, and the Physical Super Saiyan Blue Vegetas, all from the Resurrection of F movie. So this was actually supposed to release during the time of the Resurrection of F campaign, but it didn't really. The AGL one is more tied to the Mastered Evolution category, which is obviously pretty good. He's a little bit more of a Mastered Evolution character. The Strength one is a little bit more of a Realm of the Gods character, and the Physical one is just a straight physical character. So kind of very similar to the Super Saiyan Blue Goku EZAs that came out a while back, and a pretty good Extreme Z Awakening, at least for me. I think all of them are pretty interesting, and I do have all of them, so we will take a look at all of them eventually in time. So originally, if you wanted to awaken the Int Vegeta with the medals that you get from the event, the Int Vegeta would require obviously the standard amount. So 15 bronze, 40 silver, 30 gold, 30 rainbow. All of the newer sub-EZAs don't require that amount. They require 12 bronze, 20 silver, and 12 gold and 12 rainbow. So you're going to have to repeat. If you've done the event, you are going to have to do stage 10, 20, 25, and 30. If you haven't done the event before, then obviously you have the benefit of doing every single stage. Now Vegeta is weak to Bond of Master and Disciple category units and Physical and Int category units, so a little bit more restrictive than some of the later Extreme Z battles that have come out. But luckily Bond of Master and Disciple got quite a few buffs, especially in terms of free-to-play units, and in general has a pretty good category to deal with this. So on the physical side, or on the lead side, generally speaking, you only really have 3 leads. You have the AGL Gohan, you have the AGL Gohan Future and Trunks, and you have the Int Gohan. But you can build quite a few different teams. You can build Hybrid Saiyans teams with Hybrid Saiyans leads. There's a sub-lead and a physical Goku. There's a lot of different ways to kind of build around this team. Battle of Wits, Hybrid Saiyans, Bond of Parent and Child. There's plenty of ways to build around these, so you don't have to, function this way, if that makes sense. You don't have to use specifically a, Bond of Master and Disciple lead. I've just kind of slung together a whole bunch of free-to-plays that'll get the job done at level 30, so if you want to follow that, you can. But generally speaking, you should be more than fine to complete this event. Usually I would do stage 10, 20, and 30, but when I'm revisiting them or when I'm looking at them for the first time for my channel, but obviously they were released quite a while ago, I tend to just show level 30 and break down obviously everything that's been added. So the Strength Vegeta, just to look at all the units, the Strength Vegeta and the AGL and the Physical one, they all look pretty decent. I don't want to say they look exceptional, but they do look pretty decent. The AGL one is, as I mentioned, a Mastered Evolution category character with a attack and defense of 130% when performing a super attack. He gets an additional attack and defense of 15% per Mastered Evolution category ally on the team, and Key +3 with a high chance of performing a crit when all allies in the same turn are Mastered Evolution. Clearly meant to be run on a full Mastered Evolution team, and because of that you can do him additional. I would build him additional, but we'll talk about it when we review the character. Then we have the new Realms of Saiyan Power Super Saiyan God Ssb Vegeta. This one is a Realm of the Gods version basically. Attack and defense 130% when performing a super attack, ki +3 plus an additional attack and defense of 70%. He gets all allies defense of 30% and chance of performing a critical hit of 7% when all allies attacking the same turn are Realm of the Gods category allies. So pretty straightforward. Raises attack and defense and all fairly solid for the most part. Very, very, very good stuff. I think they're all decent. I'm not, like I said, they're not going to blow your mind, but I think for the most part they are fairly decent characters that will do a good job. So I'm not really too phased. Vegeta's a big one, mainly because of his leader skill. He's actually at 35% per physical key sphere unit, which is great for nuking events. He's got a high chance of stunning, which is different to all the other ones. He also creates physical key spheres, which is huge, and he has ki +3 and attack and defense of 120%. Plus an additional attack and defense of 120% when performing a super attack. Gives physical based allies attack of 20%, chance of performing crit of 10% when all allies attacking in the turn are physical. So he's kind of a unit you can run a split on, but generally speaking, you probably just want to build him into full crit. He's probably the best unit out of all of them, but he's obviously the most restricted, being tied almost entirely to a physical based team. So that's how you complete the stage. That's kind of a little rundown on the units. If you're looking at them in general, as I mentioned before, you're going to need different metals to awaken them. So you're going to need 12 bronze, 20 silver, 12 gold, and 12 rainbow. You get a couple each time you run the stage, so you shouldn't have too many issues. It will require you to use some stamina, but not enough that you should lose your mind or anything over. It's a pretty easy, straightforward process. At least I think so. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So for the most part, you should look at Dokkan Awakening them. If you are interested in running any of their teams, I do think overall, all of their teams do kind of need them. I think Realm of the Gods needs them. I think Mastered Evolution needs them. And I do think, for the most part, just in general, the physical side also kind of needs them. There are some nice pairing partners for them on all these teams, so there is a pretty decent route to kind of go down these avenues. But yeah, that's basically it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, and yeah, obviously just to bring your attention to these EZAs. And I had never covered the Extreme Z battle before, so thought it would be a pretty good time. But that's gonna be it from me. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.